removed. With that in mind, it is time for Nevermind Jackanory. What's a soccer story? This is when Andy Hinchcliffe tells us a tale from his playing or broadcasting days with all adult behaviour and libel-worthy details removed.
So how many soccer stories do you think I've put out there? Would you just a rough estimate?
Is this going to be like with the number of games you played? If we did it exactly, if we did it wrong?
If I was still doing the podcast, when I do my 463rd soccer story, shoot me. So my soccer stories, I think, you probably all agree, have made you laugh, they've made you cry. They're the reason. I know we get all this tangential bollocks that you can sorry, and love VAR, hate VAR, and blowing his bloody trumpet.
When I said they'd heard some bad words around the house, it didn't mean that you needed to go straight in for a sentence.
Yeah. But you told me the kind of stuff Katie comes... Oh, sorry, Katie. When you have the arguments...
Yeah, but that's normally shouted
about the Wi-Fi.
That's from shouted upstaice.
Anyway,
you're not expecting it right in
We're
front
talking
of
about nurse sharks again. So, yeah, we've done so many. I know you don't have to tell me. I know you enjoy them so much. But what I wanted to do, with there being a live show, I thought it'd be nice to have a soccer story that involves everybody. Not you lot, the real fans of the pod. So a soccer story that's kind of here and now. And with being at the museum and having a wander around the museum, they've got some, there's some decent pictures and they've got some decent artifacts of the history of our wonderful game. But I couldn't help feeling there was a massive chasm, a footballing void, as it were. There was something missing, just something inherently. I thought, what is it that could have been around from 87 to 2002 that really did have such a huge impact on the game we all love? And I hate blowing my own hunting horn, but it was my... where is my presence in this museum? As you're saying about, I should look back with a bit more pride, a bit more understanding about the impact that I have, and I've done that, and I came to the conclusion I'm not fully appreciated. So the museum, I know they're a little bit nervous when they get superstars in the building. They're not going to ask for stuff, are they? They're not going to say, Chinch, give us a pair of your match-worn undercrackers, are they? They're going to... So I thought it's up to me to step forward and offer the museum something which I just can't see, or a couple of things I can't see how they turn down. So these, I'd like to say they've been in my office, taking pride of place, but they've been in the loft for about 15 years. But rather than be in the loft, I thought it would be, I think it's right, that these type of memorabilia should be on the walls of the National Museum. I think people walking past this, something would stir in them.
They'd probably think, how the hell did he wear number 11 for England?
Is that what it is? Obviously.
No, how did he wear any number for England? So what I'd like to do, I don't know whether Hugh is...
Well, would you like to explain what these shirts are?
Well, yes, this is obviously the match-worn shirt.
For the audio listeners.
For the audio listeners, this is my match-worn Everton shirt from the 1995 FA Cup final. We have the 53 Matthews final, the 95 final is the Chinch final. It is. And this is my, again, match-worn England debut shirt with a bit of a stain on the front here. I think that could be mustard from the hot dog I probably celebrated the 3-0 win with. So a couple of shirts down. Again, the museum would never ask me for this. They'd be too embarrassed. So I said to Hugh, this is what's going to... You've lined up somebody from the museum who could maybe come and accept these and put them on.
Sam, would you like to come to the front for us?
Sam, please come forward. Because I
imagine there needs to be a negotiation.
Don't be in awe. You'll be fine. Come over here. I'm just a man.
If you're asking me, as Sam, do I like the objects? Do I appreciate them? Are they historically significant?
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Yeah, of course.
You put me on the spot. If I'm speaking on behalf of the museum, do you tend to prioritise players who have 8 caps or more?